Okay. I don't know, was that a dramatic entrance? I think not. My name is Matthew. This is not an episode of Matt TV. This is not on my Matt TV Facebook page. This is on my own personal page because this is a personal family issue that I want to address. I've already put up some information on my own page, but I want to explain it in more detail. So I have made notes. That's pretty much the only similar thing to Matt TV is that I've made some notes just in my garage for what is coming down to the final 3 weeks. Three weekends from now, we will be vacating this property that we have called home for the last 12 years and vacating the province of British Columbia. And that's where you can help us out. So that's what I'm in here for. Anytime I jump in front of the camera, there is absolutely no time frame for how long I'll be on here. When I'm done speaking what I need to say, I'll end the broadcast. So I always appreciate the live views. Leave comments. If you're watching this at your leisure, I always appreciate you getting caught up. I have never expected anyone to completely shut down what they are doing in the moment to stop and listen to what I have to say. So if you're watching this at a later date, I appreciate you getting caught up. It's a beautiful Friday afternoon here on the south coast of British Columbia. That is a phrase that I assume won't be saying much longer. So I just want to give you the rundown of what's happening here. Anyone who has seen me on camera over the last few years, literally, when I started Matt TV back in March of 2017, every time I come on camera, I am just bringing you up to speed in what's happening in my life, in my family's life, in my profession, what I'm doing. I've been away from Carleton County for 21 years. Probably should have brought tissue in here. But I'm going to power my way through this because I think it's important. We're coming home. It's been, we've wanted to come back to the Maritimes for the last few years. Two of the many factors that are still at play with this decision was Kaya finishing high school, which she did, graduate of 2020, and Zorro. And anyone who knows me, follows me on Facebook, knows that we lost Zorro 2 weeks ago on Father's Day. And that's just completely story. It's a story that I will save for another time. Maybe I'll be able to tell it in person within the next few weeks. But his death on Father's Day was sad, yes, but it was magical. And anyone who has heard me tell this story, my parents are the last two people who I shared that story with, and it is just a beautiful, beautiful story. So a tremendous amount of the situation is very fluid. Let's just put it that way. The situation is very fluid. Jen and I are both currently working. I have the fortunate opportunity to I don't even know why I'm going to cry about this. One of the things I've learned recently is just to grieve. When emotions bubble up, it's okay. It's okay to grieve. Like, I already feel better. Just take it in waves. Just take it and roll with it, right? So I can't even put this in Cole's notes, as I like to say, or in a nutshell. You can't put what is happening out here. You can't put it in a nutshell. So we need to be off this property and out of this home in 3 weeks. It is, and pardon me for getting sidetracked. I know I have notes, but I'm gonna go through this. I'm gonna get to the GoFundMe that I have put up today, but I just want to give you some background as to why we need this. Everyone felt the punches to the gut that COVID-19 handed out, the global pandemic. Here we are 15 months later, and we got battered around in that situation, but a lot of good came out of that. And one of the best things that happened was Jen and I starting this service, this end-of-life care. Jen, an end-of-life doula. We would rather do that back on the East Coast in a slower pace. We just want to come back to our roots, and we need your help to do so. You'll see the numbers in the GoFundMe, and the reason I chose that number, and here, $7,777. Is that a lot of money? Absolutely. Absolutely it is. But the reality is that amount of money, because I don't want to come across as greedy, we just need some help getting across the country. The logistics of, we're not moving to Vancouver, we're not moving to Mission or Hope or Chilliwack. We're moving literally from one coast to the other, and that is a significant cost. And if you want to help us out, that's awesome. There are so many ways that you can help us out. You can donate financially. You can give us the heads up if you live along the Trans-Canada Highway anywhere in Canada, or if you know someone who lives along the Trans-Canada Highway who could shelter a family of 3 as we travel across the country. Because we're not flying, we will be driving across Canada. We've already had a lot of people reach out and say, hey, I'm here. Let me know when you're in the vicinity. I'm an hour off the highway. I'll come meet you for coffee. That's amazing. So that's another way that you can help. And the third way that you can help, and probably the most important way, is just to share what I'm saying right now. When I'm done this video, when this message is done, I will save it. It'll go on my Facebook page, and you can share it. Just share it with whoever. If you know someone out there who would like to help a family of 3 who collectively have 77 years of memories in this province. I myself have been in this province for over 21 years. You watching this right now, I probably haven't seen you. There's a good chance that I may not have seen some of you for over a decade or longer. Kaya Moon, born in New Westminster. She knows no one else but the people that she knows here. Jen's been out here for 37 years. We are all leaving. We are all leaving a tremendous amount. It's a tough decision, but the necessary and right decision. And I'm doing as much as I can. I'm going to close with telling you what I have been able to accomplish just by being on the phone with people. I was speaking with, I'll tell you the end before I get to the beginning. I have the strong possibility of working with my childhood friend Peter Margerson with this company in Halifax. And it's because I simply got the phone number of the head office of this company because it would be great to have a job to go back to instead of showing up looking for work. You plan things, that's A, before you get to B. So ended up talking to the secretary, talked to a recruiter. An hour after that chat on the phone, telling her the story that I'm telling you right now, where we just want to come home. We just want to come back to the Maritimes. I now have a July 19th invitation, a Zoom interview with this company in Halifax. When I first called the company, the secretary gave me the name of the owner, but I never went directly to his voicemail. I just knew his name. It was Rob Lane. Rob Lane called me today after I'd already scheduled this chat. So I've already talked to the owner of this company. So I'm not going to say nothing is guaranteed, but I have a really, really good feeling that I have landed a job with this company in Halifax. So work is great. So I want you to know that the amount that I came up with in the GoFundMe, the $7,777, 7 is my lucky number, and it just happens to be the total number of years that we have been collectively out here in British Columbia. That's why I started with that number. And believe it or not, that number doesn't even cover the cost of getting our stuff from point A to B, because in the year 2021, we found that really the most reliable and the cheapest, the safest, most secure way to get our stuff from point A to point B is going with the company pods. So that's what we're looking at. And this is the other thing that I've managed to do over the phone. So work is good. I can't complain. It's where it needs to be. Work is good. Looks like it's lining up in Halifax. So that's something I don't have to be so stressful about. I'll have more answers on the 19th of July. Again, I've already talked to the owner, and that went well. That went well. A place to live. Yes, we need a place to live. We know that we will be renting. We are renters. We've been renting the whole time we're out here. We have no problem with it. So we are looking for a place to rent. We obviously need a place to live. It would be great to have something lined up before we leave here. Lucky for me, I know someone whose sister is a real estate agent in Halifax, and her friend is moving and is looking to get out of a lease where we may just be able to jump into this existing lease in North End, Halifax. So work lining up, place to live lining up. If you cannot help out financially, that's okay. If you don't have a place, if you don't know anyone who lives along the Trans-Canada Highway, if you can't share this for whatever reason, just keep us in your thoughts, because this is the largest exercise and manifestation I have ever taken on. Anyone who's watched this show knows that thoughts become things. That's what I tell people. That's what I preach. That's what's happening right now. Work is good. Place is not there yet. Nothing's guaranteed. But the ball has, it started to roll down the hill. It's picking up momentum. And I would love for you to be a part of this journey. Really excited to be taking this across the country with me. I guarantee you it will be collecting signatures along the way. The latest signatures from a couple of days ago, my good friend and one of the most talented, one of the elite voice actors in the world, Michael Richard Dobson, and his wife Krista signed the flag. Signatures 1,141 and signature 1,142. This will be coming with me across the country, along with my beautiful wife Jennifer and Kaiamoon Vespasiani Grant, and maybe a cat, and Zorro, because he's now in a planter. I may have said too much. Okay, look, I'm going to attach this video to my GoFundMe. Share this video if you so choose. Share the GoFundMe. If you can help us out in any way, we will be stopping and seeing you along our trek. We'll be rolling right through New Brunswick, right into Nova Scotia. I'll have a better time frame of when I need to be in Nova Scotia, depending on how the job interview goes. I don't know, but we're super excited to get back to the Maritimes, but we know that we still have a lot of work to do out here within the next 3 weeks. The toughest thing will be the goodbyes, because I know now that I'm seeing people. I got friends coming here this weekend who I know it could be the last time that I see them while I'm in this province. So it'll be a very emotional, exciting, and just a roller coaster ride for the next month and a half anyway, until we can actually get into Nova Scotia. So lots of ways that you can help out. If you can just keep us in your thoughts, that would be greatly appreciated. Okay, that's going to do it for me. I've taken up enough of your time. Have a great Friday night. Enjoy your weekend. Go to the GoFundMe. Just share it. Share this story. We are looking forward to getting back and hugging people. Yay! We can hug people again. Amazing stuff. Okay, thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, we are forever grateful. Absolutely, indeed, we are forever grateful. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bless you. And we will see you in the absolute near future. Okay.